this is the interesting topic. Significance of study of animal behavior or ethology. Why we are studying the animal behavior? What is our motto? What is our greediness behind studying this animal behavior? We never, as a human, I think right now in these days, we don't think about the other animal or other person even. Then why we studying the behavior? Because we want to use the knowledge for our greediness, to fulfill our greediness. Okay, so what is our greediness behind this? Introduction of ethology. Ethology is the scientific study of animal behavior. We already study about or learn about these things, molecular and physiological biology, bridge between न्यूरोसिस्टम एंड इकोसिस्टम के बीच का ब्रिज, ऑर्गेनिज्म एंड देयर एनवायरनमेंट के बीच का ब्रिज. We learn or study or read about these things before this class. Okay. Because behavior is fundamental function of animal life, because it enable interaction with environment, adaptation, survival, and evolution. And we also study that foundation of ethology is laid by foundation एक minute. Okay, all fine. So foundation, we learn about this also, and some scientists disciplinary about to get Nobel Prize are the Fisher, Lawrence, Steinberg. These three are, and then we study about psychologists, which are Paulo, Watson, Skinner, and John Bowlby is the one. Then the sociobiologists are Wilson. We study about him, not about him and not about him. He is Hamilton, who gives the Hamilton rule, the relativeness, and how the relativeness affect the altruistic behavior. This is given by this scientist. And Richard Dawkins, it gave the theory or some idea about the selfish gene. We will see this also in upcoming classes. Animal behavior and environment. How to monitor the environment with the noticing or monitoring or observing the animal behavior changes. Like behavior change are early indicator of environmental change. If any type of animal living in that particular environment, how the behavior changes from past few years, so that will indicate the changes in the environment. Changes in sexual and reproductive behavior is also the sign of pollution or habitat destruction in the animal. Or behavior baseline data, essential for conservation planning. So behavior baseline data is available to us, like from past year to now. We can make some effort to conserve that particular environment, and according to environment, the animal living in that environment. Okay, migration and economic importance. How the migration is important for our economy. This is research by Arthur Helser. He is the one. Arthur Helser study research on salmon. Salmon is a fish, Homing mechanism. What is homing mechanism? How they are migrate, how they find out how where to live in particular environment. That is the homing mechanism. We'll see in detail in whenever we study about this particular behavior. Helped conserve fisheries and developing industries. And that particular behavior study will help us for economy by the conserving fisheries and their related industries. And pest and ecosystem management. Understanding insect reproduction led to pheromone-based pest control. How? If animal or insect, most of the insect use pheromone to attract the opposite gender or opposite insect, sex of the insect. So that pheromone, we can use that pheromone to control or reduce the pesticide use by the human by reducing the insect population with the help of pheromone they are producing. We can use to attract them toward us and trap them and not allowed to reproduce. Okay, and predator prey study will help to maintain food web balance. Predator and prey, how they are relate with each other, and then we can manage or somehow we can help to understand the food balance or food web, how the food web work. Honeybee foraging behavior, उससे क्या होगा? Improve pollination. How we can make to improve pollination around us, around us we have some plantation, so we can improve pollination and plant breeding with the help of honeybee foraging behavior. How honeybee find the food. Seed dispersal study. Some animal do food seed dispersion, so that will help to regenerate our forest which are destroyed. Conservation of endangered species by knowledge of how that particular species migrate, what is their home range. Home range means where they live in night time or anytime, and then how long they move for the food and searching for the mate, and what is the different directions and how far they go from that particular place, and what is the frequency of use of that same particular habit or same particular space for the living. Reproduction, behavior, social interaction, these all are help to conserve our endangered species, essential for relocation. If they are located from one place to another, how to relocate them that place, because they don't want to come, that will be also possibility, but sometimes they don't able to find that particular location because environment is so much change, they are unable to locate that particular location. And reintroduction program. Reintroduction means like in our India, recently we see we take some cheetahs from African country. That is a relocation program. We take cheetahs from African country. Before that, we study the environment common in both, and what is the common between two environments, so that African cheetahs can adapt to our environment. That is we cannot do just not have no idea about anything. We have some particular behavioral or environmental study to do any this kind of act. Golden lion tamarin. He is the golden lion tamarin. behavioral ecology is crucial. If we don't know this animal behavior, we cannot able to manage it. It behaves so differently from other type of, it look like a monkey but not a monkey. Okay, wildlife reserve and management of this particular animal. He is a kind of male and he is carrying his baby on his back. Anytime it, if if it is not reaching some stage of their life, it will carry him on his back every time. And this is the most ideal father in the world, is considered as.